welcome. Sound check. Looks like my microphone is picking up. My webcam is gone, though. Just 1 second. I'm back. Sorry about that. Welcome, everyone. I'm really excited to play these mods today. It's currently Saturday, July 19th, 2025 at 2:09 p.m. Starting a little bit early today. I don't have a whole lot of time, but I'm hoping we can get through both of the mods, Disrepair and Disbelief. Hi, SCP, aka Bogey, if I'm saying that correctly. Welcome. I know that you're one of the developers from Team Vestige, so I'm really excited to have you here. I didn't know a whole lot about these mods, but I looked into them a little bit while I was setting up before a stream like yesterday, and I'm getting really excited because I like the more narrative focus, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun. For those who don't know, we're going to be playing two mods today. They're called Disrepair and Disbelief, and they're part of a series or somehow connected. I haven't played them yet, so I don't know if it's like a direct sequel situation or what it is, going in blind. And I know that it's sort of a puzzle game and that it has a black and white aesthetic, but that's all I know so far. 1 a.m. at my place. Oh no. Time zones are really tricky. I know I wanted to do this for an evening stream for me, but that doesn't work for a lot of time zones where it's much later and then it would go well into the morning. You're the main lead. Oh wow, welcome. I'm really glad to have you here. Without further ado, I think I'm just gonna get right into it. Oh, before I forgot, the necessary step for any PC game is checking the settings first. I'm gonna set the flashlight brightness on bright. I would probably leave it on default if I wasn't streaming, but I think for stream, I want to make sure that shows up okay on stream and that we can see everything okay, so I'm just gonna leave it on the bright setting. I do find it fascinating that difficulty is replaced by flashlight brightness. I've never seen that before. I also noticed that the binds are a little strange. Like, the default bind has enter instead of mouse 1. So I'm not sure if I need to change that or if that's how it's intended to be. I'm going to leave it how it is for now, assuming that that's some kind of an intended default setting. But if that's not right, then I'll change it. I think the other key bindings are normal. Audio settings are good. Video settings are good. The audio is a bit loud. Oh, thank you. It sounds good to me, so I'm gonna turn down OBS, actually. Excuse me. Let me just turn down the volume in OBS. How does this sound by comparison? Is that still too loud? Or do you think it's more a normal volume now? Testing. 1, 2, 3. Sounds a lot better. I also have voice ducking on the audio output capture, so it should make it easier to hear my voice when I'm talking by turning the volume down. Hopefully it's not distracting. I know it's really hard to fine-tune those settings to a good amount, so if anything in the audio seems off or is annoying, just let me know and I can adjust my settings as needed. Also, welcome Employee 8. Sorry, wow, I didn't even welcome people in today. I'm so distracted by these mods. Thanks for joining. Employee 8, have you played this before? I remember seeing a lot of people playing Disrepair when it came out, and somehow I missed that one. But I think it was pretty popular. At least for, you know, the Half-Life 2 modding community. Let's start. No, it's on my list. Hopefully this doesn't spoil it for you. Following the devastating 7-hour war that ended with the Combine taking control over Earth, their attention turned towards the ruins of Black Mesa and their continued efforts to expand their knowledge and power. Upon exploration, the Combine were intrigued by the presence of multiple anomalies within the facility. Seeking to learn more, they began sending people into the ruins to capture visual evidence of these unexplained occurrences. Despite some individuals going missing, the Combine deemed them as expendable and continued to focus on acquiring valuable information on the facility. As a result, Black Mesa quickly became one of the most sought-after locations on Earth due to its invaluable discoveries. Years later, during the construction of the Citadel, a Combine explorer is dispatched to Black Mesa to gather photographic evidence of the anomalies. Can I just say that I love this premise? Like I'm hooked on the story right away. Hi Kylo, welcome. We're playing Disrepair. I think, wait, did I read that too fast? Usually the text goes away before I'm done reading. Half-Life 2 Bulgaria chat edition. You know, it's kind of funny, like I had no idea, like when I didn't know anything about the mod and I read this, I thought the writing in the mod feels like it was written by a native English speaker. That was my impression just when I read this summary at first. So I was surprised by that. I don't know if that's bad, but you can continue by pressing mouse to... Oh, oops, my bad. Don't worry about spoiling me. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be staying long. Just wanted to check by and see the mod. Yeah, definitely watch the first part of it.
Unit B2, documentarian. Please photograph the remaining anomaly in the sector. Over.
Unit B2 documentarian. That's interesting. I recognize that symbol. It's the Citadel Core logo. It's interesting that it's like lower resolution. I like the art style. I'm kind of getting Voices of the Void a little bit, which I know is just based on Half-Life 1, but...
Alright.
Oh, is this going to be like Iron Lung? We have to take the anomaly pictures? Okay, so now we go on to the next sector. There's something about seeing Half-Life 2 textures that have been compressed down to a lower resolution that feels kind of funny. It's like, clearly it's Half-Life 1 aesthetics, but with the Half-Life 2 textures that we recognize. I recognize that thing. That's radioactive.
The signal seems to be cutting off in this sector. So I'm afraid you have to take these photos by yourself.
My eyes.
As you can in this area. Multiple units have gone missing in the sector, so don't risk anything and be careful. Good luck.
There's sort of a filter, probably a screen overlay on the screen that gives it a, what they call the screen door effect. There's like these lines over everything. It kind of looks like I'm looking through a VR headset. Check that note. Oh, what does the note say? Date 6/11 redacted year. Today we switched shifts with team, what is that, Billet? And I'm already hating this. This place has been giving me the creeps, and it doesn't help that Commander Riker has been acting like a complete asshole recently. Thankfully, we have more people in our group than usual. I think we have around 4 or 5 people here. I met some of them today, actually. Their names were Caden and Aaron. They seemed nice enough, although I wasn't able to actually talk with them for that long today. I'll try to talk to them a bit more since I've been really craving some actual human interaction. That last shift was so mind-numbing I don't want to talk about it. Leslie B. Wilder. So we've got Riker is the name of one of the characters. That feels like a reference to Next Generation. So I guess these are probably not the original Black Mesa staff. These are the Combine documentarians, right? And it makes sense that they are... This person is really excited to talk to the others because usually working for the Combine, they probably don't get to speak to many people. Oh, the use deny sound is replaced. I don't know if that's picking up on the stream. I think my key presses are louder than the sound effect. But it's cool when the UI sounds are replaced.
Greetings!
Greetings! Who's that? Welcome to Spike Shark Gaming. We got a Zen tree in there. I have a hacking device. E to use your hacking device. Is there going to be a mini game? There is going to be a mini game. Okay. I think I got it. I don't know what the tolerance on it is. Yeah, what I was saying earlier is just that the writing style is very good for a mod with a lot of text. It's keeping me hooked. It's not so easy to do. Let's get a picture of this crystal. 1 out of 7. I thought I already had one, though. I guess it's 1 out of 7 for this room. So there's like separate rooms for each one. Interloper. Skyrim lock, yeah. It's kind of like the Frogger game that was in Terminator. You guys hear that? That's not a good sign. I think that's probably one of the anomalies I have to photograph, but I can't use my hacking device on this door. Oh. I also think crouching is disabled. Will this attack me? If I... Yes, yes it will. In the dark, it's so spooky. Touch the sentry. I don't think that's a good idea. Do you guys hear that? This is scarier than I expected it to be. Another Zentry blocking my path. Let's see what this note says. Date 8/11 redacted. So is that... Okay, stupid question here, but is that August 11 or November or 8? I'm gonna guess that these are all taking place in November. It's obvious that Team Billet hasn't done a great job with clearing all the radiation here, which means that we sadly have a lot more work than usual. Thankfully, Commander Riker helped me out with some of the heavy work today. Les, our mechanic, she wrote the other note, is currently trying to fix up the door to the quarantine sector. Once that's done, Riker will send Aaron and Caden in to photograph the area. Wait, am I Aaron or Caden? Nobody has explored that place since it was discovered. So why would Lucas leave this note here? That's what I don't quite understand. Hi, Tedosaur, welcome. It's that game that made me turn on music because I was too scared to play. Oh, that's... No, you gotta experience the atmosphere. Uses American dates. Okay, so those are 2 months apart. Makes sense. Someone broke something glass over there. So this was the first note. I'm gonna miss some notes and I'm gonna feel bad about it. I can already tell. This was the door that I hacked. We got a photograph over here. Zentry blocking our path over there. I have to go down this area where I think a zombie is. Hi, Matino's Burritos, welcome. We're not getting scared at all by this very brightly lit and cheerful puzzle mod. How are you doing today? I'm doing great. I'm really excited to play this. Oh, I need something to break the glass. Okay. I really like this kind of horror game. The text on the screen kind of reminds me of Penumbra and Amnesia. I blame the Zentry for every creepy sound. Yeah, I mean, at least the Zentry can't move, so don't have to worry about that. What are we looking at? What is that? It looked like a drawing of the Nylanth from Half-Life 1. Hi, Dan Scart, welcome. I wish more Half-Life 1 and 2 mods explored supernatural things like ghosts. Yeah, Half-Life 2 kind of opened the door to that with Ravenholm. And you don't see a lot of mods going in that direction. I hope the radiation isn't actually hurting me. Just making sure I didn't miss any notes in here. Walking Zen tree. That would be scary. If the Zen trees could, like, get up and walk. Imagine if the Zen tree was like a weeping angel, like, when you... Huh? Excuse me. There wasn't a wall there before. Many mods have some supernatural elements. The radio from Easy One. Oh yeah, Easy One does have supernatural elements. I'm trying to think of other examples. There's some Map Labs maps I played that had... No, there was Prospect Zero had ghosts in it. Nightmare House 2, arguably. But I'm kind of thinking, like, mods that are set in the Half-Life 2 universe, you know? You're right, there's more than I'm giving credit for. What is this? This wasn't here before. What did I just pick up? Oh, I can use that to smash the glass. Still can't get in there, though. Hi, Gildon. How is everyone in chat doing? Gotta break this glass. So I managed to hit that button, but what did I do? Did I turn the power on to something? Yeah, Easy One definitely has a supernatural element to it. You're right. Oh, this is... Okay, so that's how I get in there. I have to use my hacking tool now. I am clearly not an Osu player. Portal Error mod. I haven't heard of that one. I love when it's set in the Half-Life universe while not being a horror, but includes bits of the supernatural. I also like how the supernatural is implemented here, where it's like, it's not purely supernatural, but it's tied to the Black Mesa incident. I love how RTBR did it a bit. You mean in Salvation? So I have a Zen crystal here. What do I do with this crystal? Somebody is in here with me. When you say how RTBR did it, are you talking about Salvation, or is there more to it? Oh, okay, I can place the crystal there. We need more crystals to open this door. I think that crystal will do it. I haven't gone through this way yet. Here's my next anomaly. Every time I take a picture of the anomalies, it just, well, the crystals in this case, it makes me think of the game Iron Lung, where you had to take photographs from a submarine. There's also a note in there. I think there's some way to get around. Oh, the link for the Portal Error mod. If you wouldn't mind, I don't think you're in the Discord, but if you join my Discord, you can put it in any of the source-related channels, and I can check it out, or like stream suggestions. Twitch is going to block you from posting links just for spam prevention, but I would like to see it. Some of the numbers are... That sounded menacing. No, base RTBR has some spooky moments like the underground section with the radio and the secret Black Mesa area. What's the secret Black Mesa area? Oh, is that like based on the, like the... I think I know what you're talking about. Date 13/11. Wait, I thought you said it used American dates. 13/11. That must be like European. That's got to be November 13. Unless there's 13 months. Someone broke the door controls to our supply room. This isn't funny, guys. First the electrical box, then the gas masks, and now this. Great. I had to throw together a workaround system fairly quickly, but at least it works. You need to press the switches labeled 1 to 5 in ascending order. On the left side, there are numbers 1, 3, and 5 in that order. On the right side, there's numbers 2 and 4 also in that order. You'll have to do it quickly, though, or else the generator will overheat and reset. If the controls overheat again, please tell me as soon as possible. They're making this complicated. So we got 1, 2, 5, and then 3 and 4. Okay. This mod is 13 months, which is a reference to the calendar texture in Half-Life, which also makes no sense. You're so right. Maybe they have their own calendar, you know? How do we know? How come it's not letting me press the second one? There we go. I think I got it wrong from the note. Ah! I was so close. I can't move quickly enough to do this. Wait, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Now what did that do? So that someone broke the door controls in the supply room. So that should re-enable the door controls in the supply room, right? This is probably the supply room. Is the flashlight a projected texture entity? That would explain why it behaves like that when you get too close to the walls. I think you're right, although I'm curious why it doesn't use the default flashlight. And also, why doesn't the regular flashlight do that? Like, the regular flashlight is also just a projected texture, right? What settings do they have on it that make it different? Parenting stuff to the player is difficult. It so is. Okay, so we get a wheel. I hate this lock system, yeah. I would imagine having to do that at your work. You have to press the buttons in a specific sequence just to open the door. Oh, okay. Faulty valve of all places, why here? What does this valve actually do? I guess it lowered the radiation somehow. I knew something bad was gonna happen. Let's see this note. 10/11. Due to recent incidents, I have decided to postpone any future expeditions in the quarantined office area. Please respect my wishes, Riker. Interesting. What does this valve actually do is what fans have been asking for decades. This is a big map, a big sector. And now we're going into a whole new area, and it's still part of the same 7 photographs that we need. I love this, like, minimalist zen. Like, the unfiltered textures and everything is kind of reminding me of Cry of Fear. But with just having a few of these zen lights around, it really gives the same feeling that you get when you're going through the quarantine zone in Half-Life Alyx. Without a lot of complicated geometry or props or anything. I'm in disbelief you're playing the mod. Yeah. Welcome, Crash Trooper. I heard something. You guys think those sounds are being made by a gnome? Date 9/11 redacted. We heard screams from the quarantine sector, but we weren't fast enough. There's nothing left of Aaron. Oh, Aaron's dead. All that remained of him was blood-soaked fabric. We managed to find Caden, but he was traumatized beyond any kind of sanity. So I guess this is an earlier team. This isn't my team. We somehow managed to calm him down, and we brought him back to the lobby. We tried to talk with him, but he just remained silent. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm going to ask Riker. It's from Lucas. I do kind of wonder why they leave these pages just sort of scattered around. You know, like, what's the reason for leaving this page in the Zen-infested tunnel? Yeah. 8 pages, Slender Man. Oh, you're right. Oh, is Slender Man the one making the noises? After all these years, he's back. I feel like I can't move very well. This feels like something bad's about to happen. Tell the Gonum that you're not fleshy, just like Wilson. Oh! I'm okay. I was really not expecting that. That's someone else's flashlight that I'm hearing, right? When there's that click sound, the click, click, click sound. Thanks for following, Blake15. Hope you're enjoying this mod as much as I am. Can I not get under the... Okay. Gmod Ghost, you're right. Is that a reference to Ghost Hunt? Okay, this is a different area than what... Oh. That scared me. Thanks for the healing. First time hearing you screaming like that. Yeah, it's I'm okay. I'm all good. I got this area confused for the way that I got into that section, because there's also a big pit like this, but that one had a pipe. But I think this is a different spot. 10/11. Again, I think these are like European style dates, right? So it's like November 10. Due to recent incidents, I have decided to postpone any future expeditions into... Oh no, this is the same area. I remember reading this. Wait, what? Oh, you know Danskart. Yeah, so this is the same way I came in, but now the pipe is gone. Only one more left in this section. And we have another Zen crystal. November 12. Okay, this is messed up. Someone messed with the gas masks so they weren't sealed properly. One of the workers here got radiation poisoning thanks to the stunt. Our morale is dropping rapidly. We might have to leave in a couple of days. I'll try to fix the gas masks up as fast as I can, but I'll have to tell Riker about this first. I don't want anyone getting hurt anymore. I wonder who's sabotaging the gas masks. Ghost in the Zen. That would be cool to have a more like supernatural themed Zen focused mod where you like go to Zen but there's something more like sort of spiritual about it. I think it would suit the whole idea of Zen pretty well, like crystals and aliens, and you know, it's going back to kind of the conspiracy angle of Half-Life. Why would they send in anti-citizens of all people here anyway? So, I'm a little bit confused. So when they say anti-citizens here, it's like, these guys are not Metro cops, but they do work for the Combine. They're like Combine workers, kind of like the workers in Half-Life Alyx. So they have a concept of anti-citizens, you know, being people that are breaking the law according to the Combine. But what does that mean, sending in anti-citizens? Is it like the D-class personnel on SCP? Like the Combine are sending in the people who rebel into this place? Like as guinea pigs? This reminds me of Half-Life when they drag the scientists into the vent. Really love the mod he's done for Easy 2. Yeah! Oh, Danskart, you got recognized for your add-ons. Caden says, I want to talk to Commander Riker. I wonder if he's the one who sabotaged the gas masks, or if it was these anti-citizens that are being scrawled about. Okay, let's test my rhythm game skills. Pro Osu player here. Guys, do you think I should stream Osu? Okay, we're good. This looks like developer textures. Almost. I mean, a lot of this does. But you can kind of get away with it in the style. Hi, Gildan. What is that? Uh-oh. That's a Zen light growing out of a person. It's just like in Half-Life Alyx, when you find, like the Zen fungus growing on people, or like Jeff. I kind of like that idea that Zen is something that's like sort of parasitic almost. Uh-oh. Something bad's about to happen. Are we on Zen? Also, my aspect ratio is 4:3. That's the scariest thing that's happened so far. It's the Microsoft, sorry, it's the Minecraft End update. You're right. I don't want to diminish the moment because this is genuinely really creepy, but this does kind of remind me of that meme of the squiggle guy dancing a little bit. I'm sorry. What? Where are we? It's the Black Mesa logo. It looks almost like Vortigaunt scrawlings. This arch is too perfect to be natural, but... Oh. Oh, that was it. Wow. SCP Gaming. Reminds me of the man behind the slaughter. No, employee 8. It did look like that. Mapping was by Bogey or SCP Gaming, as well as Marco MPY Perkov. Well, I think MPY was in the last stream that I did in chat. The voice acting was good. The voice acting and the writing were very, very good in this. I was impressed by the story. This music is awesome. Wait, so is the music original? I think... Is that by... Oh yeah, Edward Telek made this? That's awesome. Disbelief is a lot longer than Disrepair, but I don't think short is a bad thing. Honestly, I find myself... Maybe it's just because I'm, like, older now, but I kind of enjoy games when they're shorter, when they don't, like, overstay their welcome. Like, you could have done a bunch more sectors like that sector, and it would have eventually gotten boring with the same mechanics. But I think cutting it off abruptly after the first sector with that twist ending was a good way to, like, hook me and surprise me. Captain Haxray says, this one was quite good, even if I do wish there was a bigger impact at the end. Not necessarily a jump scare, but it would have been nice to get some sense of what was happening. That's true. There wasn't really a lot of narrative payoff for what the notes were setting up. Like, I don't know who else was in the sector, who was making the noises. Was it zombies? Was it anti-citizens? Was it ghosts? I don't really know. Why did I see a drawing of the Nylunth? What I'm kind of taking from it is that when you get transported to Zen, I'm not sure if that's literal or not. It's a lot like what I said earlier, where it's like a more spiritual take on Zen, where I think it's like you're sort of losing your sanity and you are able to perceive Zen, even if you might not really be there. Sort of like making it more like the Upside Down from Stranger Things, where it's like it's like another plane of existence. So you spend too much time around the Zen artifacts and you get like sort of warped into Zen. That's my take on it. I guess I'm not super disappointed that there wasn't more of a payoff to the story, because now we get to play Disbelief. If that was my only experience of it, I might be thinking like, boy, I wish there was more. I wish there was like more of an explanation. But I'm not convinced that we won't get an explanation. So that's why I wasn't super let down by it. Blake says, remembering about Ronald just got me so many memories from TTC. Is that Through the City? Have you played the demo when it came out? Yeah, I played the Through the City demo when it came out. I also played like an earlier release of it. I think it was like some kind of beta or something. Kylo is actually in the chat, so he would remember that. I don't think I did any videos on either of those, actually. I think that was before I really started streaming. Oh, there's a second one, wasn't aware. Yeah, that was kind of what prompted the stream, as Disbelief was released recently, and so I really wanted to play it, but I played Disrepair first to set up Disbelief. Hi, Agent Golem, welcome. Crash Trooper says, so what if anti-citizens smoke the Zen crystal? I think that's what happened, actually. So the jump scare in that was the figure of a citizen. I thought that was just a placeholder model, but I think it was supposed to be basically like the Combine sort of just released people into the facility because it was too dangerous for their workers, which we saw in the notes. In fact, that's making me question, am I one of the anti-citizens? Is that who the player character is? Don't know about long games, to be honest. I think long games are cool as long as they don't become boring over time. Well, that's the struggle, right? It's like, I think it's a lot easier and a lot more efficient to make a game that is short and doesn't overstay its welcome and stays fun the whole time. Some games can, like, both have a lot of content and also stay fun the whole time, but I think that's just, like, it's so much harder to do that. Like, I'm thinking, like, RPGs. I love RPGs, like, one of my favorites is Mass Effect. And a Mass Effect playthrough takes me a long time. That's not even, like, a very big RPG compared with some other ones. But, it's hard to, like, keep up that pace for as long as a game like that will run. So... Oh, I come after Disrepair. That's the one I like the least. Yeah, I haven't played Disbelief yet. That was our first blind playthrough of Disrepair, but I'm excited to continue. One thing I want to check just for myself for the story is, was our player character in Disrepair supposed to be one of the anti-citizens? I think I might have missed that part. Seeking to learn more, they began sending people into the ruins to capture visual evidence. Despite some individuals going missing, the Combine deemed them expendable and continued to focus on acquiring valuable information. Let's just see. What does the speaking voice say to us? EZ2 is one of them. Documentarian. So it's not clear to me. I think that we are like a Combine worker. We're not just like somebody that they just dropped into this maze. But it seems like they have been doing that. They've been just sending people without equipment or anything. EZ2 is one of the mods where the longer campaign works in favor. It's funny because it's like, yeah, it is a long mod. It almost doesn't seem like it to me because it's one of the few games that I know where I've like memorized the entire layout of EZ2. Like I can remember every single room. I can't do that for like any game that I've played. I just worked on EZ2 for so long that I have the entire layout memorized. But let's play Disbelief. Okay, so that was Disrepair. Then we're gonna go Disbelief. Oh, this is also 1 second. I'll be right back. Oh, so there is a content warning for this mod. I should probably also put a content warning on the stream just to be sure. I just realized I left my stream category on Twitch as software and game development. It is not that. It is Half-Life 2. And I also wonder, content classifications. I think because I've already got violence, profanity or vulgarity. Yeah, I think that's all I've got. It should be okay. But just for everyone watching, there is a content warning at the beginning of the mod. Matino's Burrito said Leon is the Hideo Kojima of the Half-Life community. There's so many memes about Hunt Down the Freeman, but like the closure is the real Hunt Down the Freeman. Like Hunt Down the Freeman gets way too much credit. I hate birds. It must be because of Zen. What do you mean by that? The best part of the mod is that you play as John Disbelief. The best part of this mod is when you disrepair. I was in Disbelief. Hi, Vizzies. Welcome. I'm gonna take a sip. Okay. Let's check our settings before we get started. This one, the bindings look more normal. Counterpoint, the closure is free and is harmlessly funny. Hunt Down the Freeman is paid and is actively a scam. Exactly. That's you put it so well. I completely agree. Even if it's more easy to meme on, yeah. Like you can't really hate on the closure. It's passion. It's somebody made that out of love, you know? I would rather see people meme on Strider Mountain's Gordon Freeman cutscenes. They are funny. No, I don't think I've actually played. Okay, I gotta be honest. I gotta tell myself a little bit. I've never played all of the closure. I played a little bit of it. I've never played all of Strider Mountain either. I don't think I even played Strider Mountain at all. I know of it, but I guess that could be a fun stream at some point. Stream the closure in Strider Mountain. Why is everyone talking Hunt Down the Freeman? I'm sorry, Kylo. I shouldn't have brought it up. It's a mistake. I finished the closure. I tried to finish Strider Mountain, but ran into a bug where cars were missing wheels and couldn't, like, they couldn't drive. How are my audio levels? I think it's good. Seems good. Leon's mods have a charm to them. Hunt Down the Freeman does not. I completely agree with that. 100%. The Half-Life 2 buggy's wheels were gone? What kind of bug is that? That's hilarious. I've never heard of that happening. It would move like you were trying to drive a car without wheels. At least they got the simulation on the wheels right. It's funny. Well, I'm in disbelief. Let's play the game. Beneath the ruins of Black Mesa, the Combine found anomalies. Anomalies so valuable they had to protect them at any cost necessary. They built a colossal megastructure over the facility, one of their first ever on Earth, constructed from whatever materials the Combine could find. But for years the structure stood silent, visited only by workers sent to salvage what remained. For years the structure stood silent until the Watchers arrived. Driven by a singular purpose, to destroy any technology the Combine might weaponize. They claimed the megastructure as their home, dismantling any equipment they deemed a threat. For years they lived inside it. Until recently, that is. Interesting. Check the gamma? Is the gamma not good? We'll see. Slow fade out. So we have a similar kind of screen door effect, screen overlay, and black and white graphics. Seems like the textures are a little bit higher resolution this time around. I think makes sense. Now we get a mirror scene. It's such a good way to have a first-person protagonist. You stare at your reflection. So is that what I literally look like? Do I have a glowing eye on me, or is this like more of an artistic rendition? So much has changed, and yet you look almost the same. Wait, is this Undertale? But you haven't been the same since you lost her. I need to get her out of here. She helped me through everything, thick and thin. It's the least I can do for Sarah. Interesting. What does he mean by get her out of here? Half human, half Vort? Yeah, I'm assuming that the eye is an artistic depiction and not what the character is meant to actually look like. Whoa. What? So, I'm actually kind of digging the black bars on the top and bottom of the screen. It looks cinematic. I should read that note. No, just give me a minute. We've got cloth in a source mod. That's crazy. It's probably just an animated prop, right? But it looks really good. So this must be the Combine megastructure. I see some Zen fungus down there. So we're still in Black Mesa. This might actually be part of Black Mesa originally. But these are Combine structures. Are we above Black Mesa? Are we in the sky? Where are we? I'm so fascinated by this. Cool computer. How long have I been here? Days? Weeks? It doesn't seem to matter anymore. This morning I heard a loud thump outside my door. Couldn't bring myself to check who or what it was, for my own sanity. Ever since the integrators shelled the area with their nerve gas, things have been wrong. Not just in the obvious ways, but deeper. People haven't gone mad in the usual sense. It's worse. They're off. I can't trust anyone. Staying here another few days, I guess. Black Mesa City. I love these mods. How are you liking them? Are you getting into the lore? Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I'm very confused about what's happening right now, but that's kind of what hooks you in, right? Really great brushwork with this environment. Like this like kitchen sink stovetop thing. A lot of detail for the like gold source kind of style, where it's all brush based. What's in the box? Is that a cat? Half-Life 2 door texture. I just need to take it all in. Was I just... Okay, wait. Hold on. You're telling me I was just sitting in a chair in a room with no windows, no furniture, nothing but a mirror. What was I doing in here? Nope, I'm dead. Who killed me? It was Spike Shark Gaming. Thanks. Hi, Vizzies. I don't like those handprints. Okay, I'm stalling. Let's get a move on. Sitting in a chair. Oh yeah, that's what I'm just Beck sitting in a chair. The ghost had to talk to you. What is that? This is starting to look a little bit like Black Mesa. I need to check this note. Sarah's confirmed the worst. She's locked herself in, staying low, same as me. We're keeping in touch, but it doesn't feel like enough. What does he mean by that? Like, I'm really confused by what's going on, who these characters are. Are the integrators the same as the watchers? Am I one of the watchers? What is this contraption? Sarah, can you hear me? I don't know if I'm supposed to press E or just leave it. E? Yeah, I'm here. Okay, so she's still alive. Are you okay? Are you safe? So they're communicating over the radio, probably because they can't stay in the same part of the facility. I'm okay. Good. Listen to me. Don't leave your room. Missing some punctuation there. Stay put until I get there. I'll knock when I'm outside. You'll know it's me. Nate, are you sure? I guess I'm Nate. It's dangerous out there. You don't have to. I have to. I made you a promise, didn't I? Just stay safe until I get there, okay? I need to know you're safe. Okay, I'll wait. But Nate, if something happens, nothing's gonna happen. I'll make it to you. I promise. I love you, Nate. I love you too. So now we have our objective. Though I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to find Sarah if I don't even know where I am. I would love if mods referenced each other more. I agree. I would really, really like to have more, like, cross-references between mods. Kind of build up, like, an expanded universe. You said that there's notes on the walls, but I think I already read this one. She's confirmed the worst. What is it that she confirmed? I have so many questions, guys. We're definitely in Black Mesa now. Whoa. So what part of Black Mesa is this? Okay, so this is probably something that the Combine built, or at least they've taken it over. Because that's obviously a Combine flag flapping in the wind. Kind of weird to see it like that. The Combine don't usually use flags. I can't tell if this structure is something built by the Combine or if it was already part of Black Mesa, but the architecture looks like it's already part of Black Mesa. It uses the same doors, conventional windows, that sort of thing. This doesn't look like a Combine structure. But I don't remember anything like this at Black Mesa. Like, we're above ground, right? Like, we're up in the sky? Or is this all underground? I made that flag. I forgot about it. You did? Oh, good job. It looks amazing. Sarah's bad cop's daughter. I don't think Sarah's name is Ava. I'm trying all these doors, even though I know that none of them will work. This place reminds me of the back rooms. I know I've been making a lot of, like, comparisons like that, but gotta do that. This definitely has the liminal spaces vibe with these, like, random pillars that don't seem to serve any function. And just, like, blank walls. It's really creepy. The road ahead reeks of death. Tread carefully. Thanks. There's a note over there. These mods also have some lore on the creator's YouTube channel in the form of VHS videos. I might need to look at that, actually. Note to self, door code 2173. Chat, can you remember 2173 for me? We lost Maxim. He uncovered valuable BMRF equipment down there. He practically sacrificed himself for that gear that could have saved lives. It could have helped everybody, really. But no, we destroyed it. And that thing is doing God knows what to him. We can't even recover it. It's bullshit. I'm done. What thing is he talking about? There's writing on the walls. Soundtrack is making me anxious. Two 173. I love that kind of keypad. You don't see that very often. I remember in an old mod that I was working on, I implemented keypads like that based on a guide, like a tutorial on the Valve developer community. I don't see a lot of mods using it, but I remember that being out there. I'll remind you the code right now, 2173. Yeah, the manual keypads are like Deus Ex. Hello. Oh. That's awesome. What is the point of this hallway? There's nothing in it. Can take up a lot of entity data? Really? How so? I mean, because you're talking about using like map logic for it, but you can implement it in the code and then it's not taking up a lot of entity data. What is this thing? Okay, I received a contraption of some kind. Feels like the SCP Infinite Room, yeah. Oh. Okay, there's my contraption. I guess it's a repel device. This is not ominous at all. Oh. The all-seeing eye. That eye icon does remind me a lot of the Vortigaunts, but I don't think that's what it's going for here. People are generally scared of touching code. Technology. Look, Gordon, ropes. This looks like the stove that I saw earlier. I'm sure it's some kind of machine. It's like... Oh, okay. Okay, so it is a tape player.
To run the anti-mass spectrometer at 105%. The system was designed to handle 90%, and the dampening field should, in theory, manage the extra energy. But 105%? There is a reason we have a safety buffer. You can only push the boundaries for so long before they push back. Those fields fall. If those fields fail, we won't be staring at a problem. We'll be staring down a resonance cascade. The administrator doesn't seem to understand that.
There's more of the mod. Try not to skip. No, I won't be skipping anything. So I'm looking forward to hearing more of those tape recorders. That was clearly one of the scientists from Half-Life. Like the voice sounded like an impression of that particular scientist. And it's interesting to hear about the events of the Resonance Cascade. He says the administrator didn't care or didn't understand, but I think Dr. Breen probably did know what he was doing. I think he knew about the Resonance Cascade all along. Trip mines? These look like trip mines. Tape's just like Easy 2, yeah. I know it's kind of a trope, but it's a good way to have, like, narration and these kinds of first-person narratives. I like audio recordings. Sort of like listening to a radio drama. Black Mesa Research Facility's Xenobiology Division. Specimen report XN934BQ, referred to as something that's probably going to say bull squid or hound eye or something like that. Quadrupedal xenoform measuring 1.8 meters in length, 110 kilograms mass. distinctive features include cranial crest, dorsal ridges, and a muscular something. Possesses dual function something cavity, mandibular bite, and something expulsion. Predatory and highly territorial, I think. Engages both xenian and terrestrial organisms. I think this is the bull squid. Quadrupedal. Well, the bull squids aren't quadrupedal, though. They only have 2 legs. A cranial crest, dorsal ridges, and a muscular something. I don't think this is a creature that we know, actually. It might be like the charger or like the panther eye. Quadruped. Could be the panther eye. I think we're in some trouble, guys, if that's what's in here. So I hit the door override, but I'm not sure what that did. It says bull squid? Wait, but it says it's quadrupedal. Bull squids aren't quadrupedal. They're bipeds. If bull squids are featherless bipeds, does that mean that they're men? Must be a mistake. Yeah, it could be. Maybe in this version of the story, bull squids have 4 legs. That would be scary. Home. (2006) rebirth. Not sure what this means. It's kind of easy to assume bull squids have 4 legs. I think you're right. Oh, 2004. Is that not the code? Oh, 2006. Yo. What happens if I die in this mod? I haven't died yet. Ah! Okay. Welcome to hell. That's not a good thing to see. Got some combine technology in there. You can die. Oh. Hello. It's the 2-legged quadruped. Okay, it is going around the other way, so I should probably follow it. And not go the other way, because then I'll run head first into it. One very determined Vortigaunt decided to draw the Welcome to Hell graffiti. I hear it, but I don't see it. I've lost sight of the bull squid. What do you think he is? I think I just saw him go around the corner. Wait, maintenance room? Okay. How do I get out of here? I'm trapped in here with a bull squid. Help. Oh boy. Maybe I can use this crowbar to whack it. Oh boy. I'm assuming it's just going to keep going in a straight line, but if it turns around, I'm in serious trouble. Okay, wait. What if I press this button? I hear footsteps, but I don't know where it is. Could be anywhere. Guys, where's the bull squid? I have no idea where it is. I can't go out there because it could be like right around the corner. There it is. I wonder how the bull squid is set up here. I don't want to interrupt the game to try to troubleshoot it, but I'm curious if it's an NPC or if it's like part of the map. Picking up a crowbar but can't use it as a weapon. Well, I mean, what are you supposed to do against a bull squid with a crowbar? That's not going to be very effective. 2003? Thanks for putting that right next to the keypad. Scary sounds. Okay, I think this is how we get through here. Do save. Okay, save. Gordon can somewhat fight a bull squid with a crowbar. It's not very effective. Oh boy. That was scary. Good thing it can't open doors. The cube. Weighted storage cube. After Maxim, we need to rethink how we handle Black Mesa tech. I'm all for destroying anything the integrators could use against us. Who are the integrators and who are the watchers? But sometimes we just end up hindering ourselves. I plan to speak with one of the leaders about this. Their hatred for the integrators blinds them. And honestly, I can't fault them for it. I despise the integrators too. But it's time we face the facts and think rationally. This technology could certainly benefit us. So this is kind of like the conflict at the end of Half-Life 2, Episode 2, where Kleiner wants to use the Borealis and Dr. Vance says we need to destroy it. I thought that horror like puzzle scene with the bull squid was very well done. The integrators are the Combine. Yeah, that makes sense. They're like the group within the Combine that is trying to find the technology. Oop. I love the design of this room with the these hexagons. Very sci-fi, but just the sense of scale too. This really feels like a big industrial place. Can I pick up this cube? I can push it, but I can't push it very hard. Oh no. What happened here? You see the crushed remains of a body. It's so damaged that you can barely identify it. If something catches your eye, you approach the body. Poor guy. You retrieve a physics manipulator from their body. No way, we get the gravity gun? Sorry, I need this more than you do. We get the gravity gun. I did not expect that from this mod. Yeah, it's just straight up the gravity gun, too. That's super cool. I like the design of it as well. Yeah, that, the early, like, the text describing the bull squid was kind of an inspiration in Easy 2 as well. I think this prop for the bodies here is from Left 4 Dead. I think I recognize it. It's cool how you can disguise props by changing the textures and kind of make them fit a new purpose. Okay. Where do I need this cube? Up there? There we go. Simple puzzle, but very satisfying. I don't know what this does. A hacking device. I've used one of these before. Am I the same character as the guy in Disrepair? I assumed I was a different character because of the ending. There we go. We got Osu. Rhythm gaming. There we go. The puzzles in this are also satisfying. It's very well done. Oh, that's not a good place to go. Let's take the valve. This is starting to feel a little bit more like Half-Life 2 now. What did that just open? Oh, okay. It got rid of the gas leak. The mission of the Watchers is clear. Destroy any technology we uncover. No exceptions, no compromises. We swore an oath that this cursed tech must be eradicated, no matter the cost. Maxim gave his life to see that mission through. His sacrifice deserves our gratitude, not our excuses. We do not honor him by bending the rules. We honor him by finishing what he started, not by using the very thing he died to destroy. Thus is the word of the Watchers, and so it shall remain unchanged, unbroken, and eternal. The Watchers are so unconventional for Half-Life. Like, I don't think we have any faction like that, you know? Like, they're kind of like the opposite of the Resistance in a way. Like, they're dedicated to destroying all the old technology they can find. Let's see. Why do I feel like another bull squid is going to come out at some point? I guess I can defend myself now if I have a physics prop. Is there anything over here that I missed before I go ahead and speed run that? I think that's the next section. This is very Portal-esque. This feels almost like a test chamber. Why would Black Mesa have this here? Like, were they actually testing the gravity gun in the same way that Aperture tested the portal gun? Because this kind of feels like the hazard course. So maybe that's the idea. They're sort of testing the use of the gravity, well, not testing it, but training people how to use it. Why do I get the feeling this mechanic will be used later? Maybe it'll have to time like recharging a cube before a bull squid can get you or something. Where does this cube go? I don't see any receptacle for a cube. Ah. There we go. That was actually a cool puzzle. It kind of reminds me of some of the Displace Your Pistol puzzles that I'm working on. I can pry off these wooden boards because I still have my crowbar. Nope, actually using the gravity gun. This is such a fascinating evolution on Half-Life because the gameplay at a glance is nothing like Half-Life, but it still involves things like the crowbar, you know, surviving from aliens and using the gravity gun. So it is still Half-Life, but it's just such a radically different take on all the concepts. Ooh, we get another audio log.
spoke with Harold today, and it looks like the test is still set for 105%. I've gone over the calculations again, and theoretically, the dampening field could handle the load. But just barely. I need to bring this up with our senior physicist tomorrow. I didn't design this equipment to run at those levels, and I'm still convinced we're pushing it far beyond what it was meant to handle.
Is Harold a name I should recognize? I feel like that's one of the scientists. Why do I feel like I'm going in circles? Am I going in circles? No gods, no masters. The Elder's words, lies, all of them. Hollow excuses crafted to keep us in the dark. Maxim, he died for nothing. His sacrifice was in vain. We've become a walking contradiction bound by rules that only chain us. Blind to the future we should be fighting for. We are condemned to fail. And I'm sick of it. Gabriel, Sarah, and Nate, meet me at our usual place. Bring any piece of technology you can find. We will no longer destroy what others fear. We'll take what's ours and we'll use it. So this is interesting. There's a schism within the Watchers, and it looks like the person who is the dissenting voice wants us, Sarah and Nate, and also someone named Gabriel to join them. I wonder if there will be alternate endings to this, and I'm a little bit concerned about that because I'm not sure if I will know what to do to change the outcome. Harold, the dead scientist guy from Blue Shift Remake? It's possible. I know the guy who voiced the scientist recordings. Oh, nice. He did a really good job with the impression. Like, he sounds just like that one scientist. Two. So I think the 2 probably has to match the 2 there. Is there a 1 somewhere? So there's 2, but where's 1? There's 1. Okay. So I think somehow I need to find an uncharged cube and then charge it up. Like that one, perhaps. How come I can't go down there? There's nothing blocking me. Like, I think there should be a glass here or something. Maybe there is, but I can't see it. It's weird. Where can I find an uncharged cube? Right here. Why can't I grab that cube? A little bit confused. I see. What am I... What's... Oh, I see. Uh-oh. Okay. So I'll need to go over there. What does this do? What did that just do? I'm very confused. Okay. Wait, hold on. If I saved, I like... Oh, I see it. Open that door. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna make it on time. I'm very slow. Slow. go. Okay, good thing there's an emergency override. The puzzle design in this is just really satisfying. It's hard because it's like you want a puzzle that is engaging but not too difficult. And I think this hits the balance just perfectly. Okay. So I think this is our way forward. So that eye represents the Watchers, I think. How will I know if I'm joining the dissenting faction? Whoa. Suddenly the name of the mod actually makes sense. It's Disbelief. The false prophets of science sought to bend fate to their will. In their arrogance, they shattered the natural order. They called forces that were never meant to walk among us. And so it was that the 17th day of the 3rd month, at the hour of reckoning, 0451, that's 4:51 in the morning, beneath the broken bones of Seattle Metro, we awakened. Wait a minute. The 17th day of the 3rd month. That's March 17? That's before the Black Mesa incident, if we're going by the May date. And 4:51, what's the significance there? In Seattle? Like, what is this? What is this referencing? I think this is some lore that is something I've never encountered before. Like, this is the faction, the Watchers, started on March 17th. If we assume that's the same year as the Resonance Cascade, that's actually before it happened, potentially. I know there's theories that maybe it wasn't May 15, what, May 15, May 16? If only Dev was need chat, what? He's in the YouTube chat. 0451, yeah, 451 is a code. I'm gonna assume someone really wanted the Looking Glass code in. I'm just curious what the lore is for this. We'll get to the bottom of it. You feel a strange calm wash over you. But also something else. Something is wrong. You need to find Sarah. I know I've been making lots of comparisons today. Maybe too many comparisons. Maybe I need to stop just connecting like things to different media to describe it. I really like this eye made out of boards, but this is starting to remind me of the Southern Reach trilogy, like Annihilation. To clarify, that occurred after the Black Mesa incident. Okay, and when I ask questions like that, I don't necessarily want. I mean, you can answer if you want to, obviously, but I'm not necessarily asking you directly. It's more like I want to vocalize the questions that I have during the story, because obviously I wouldn't expect you to spoil anything. I'm just trying to like make sense of what I'm seeing. We saw the truth. There's no salvation in technology, no refuge in machines. There's only corruption, war, and devastation. The legacy of Black Mesa. Where the cursed relics of Black Mesa remain, we will cast them into the fire. Where the Integrator's twisted creations fester, we will purge them with wrath. I'm curious what the Integrators look like exactly. Like, I'm getting the sense that those are the Combine. Maybe that's, you know, all of the workers who came here. But it's interesting that they're named as their own, like, faction. I wonder if this is similar to the puzzle in the last mod. I love these patterns. Hey, XD, welcome. I missed the last mapping stream. It's okay. With mapping streams, you know, it's pretty easy to catch up. Because it takes a long time to make progress. So I don't think you missed too much. Who's been sleeping here? Who's sleeping in the middle of a test chamber? What? There's multiple beds here. 1, 2, 3. No. 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I think I want to play this by myself, so I'll be leaving now. I don't blame you at all. I totally understand if you want to avoid spoilers. This mod is awesome, so I would highly recommend playing it yourself if you want to. Wish you luck and a nice weekend. Thanks, you too. Okay, this looks like some kind of a battering ram puzzle. What am I... Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. That was fun. Until the last remnant of Black Mesa and the integrators are reduced to ash, we will not rest. I am the eye that watches, the hand that strikes, the fire that cleanses. Thus is the word of the Watchers. Okay, we're back outside. Black Mesa Residential. So I'm still so confused about what this building is. Like, is this something that was built on top of the Mesa itself? Is that where we are? Guess that would make sense. And then these structures are the combine structures surrounding it. I always think of Black Mesa as being underground. Mostly. I mean, obviously there's surface tension. So I guess this is closer to where you are in surface tension, that kind of... Unless we are underground... Are we in, like, a combine vault? Like, did they just, like, encapsulate the entire facility? That'd explain why we're in a white void. I don't know. Just thinking about things. I wonder what that is. That looks like some kind of missile or something that struck the... It doesn't look like it was meant to be there. It doesn't look like a vent. Cars down there. Zipline? I feel like I'm supposed to zipline on this. Ah, here's our zipline. Whee! Okay. Oh, we didn't get to see the zip. Oh. Whatever. There's been a sharp increase in integrator drone activity in the area, with more sightings in the past few days than we've seen in weeks. It's not just a coincidence. Something's shifting. Something's coming. The pattern doesn't feel random anymore. They're watching, measuring, preparing. I need to bring this to our leaders before it's too late, before whatever they're planning moves into motion. I wonder if we'll get to see the integrators. This is such a unique take on the setting. Like, I've never seen any Half-Life mod that feels like this. The Watchers themselves, again, I'm doing more media comparisons, I'm sorry guys. Should be more original than that, but the Watchers remind me of Abiotic Factor. Can't get in there. Where they have like a extreme like zealot faction instead of the HECU. I love this brush-based van. Look at that. Oh, we have a combine force field over here. I made the model of the flag and animated it. SCP made the texture for it. It looks really good. I like the extra pattern that you've added, like, on the bottom, too. So it's not just the logo. We were reborn on 4:51 a.m. March 17. I wonder what happened on March 17. Counter-Strike 1.6 vehicles breached containment. No! They're in source now. The visuals on this are just stunning. Man, that's... I just love this spot. I feel like there's something over there. But yeah, seeing the Combine flag, the Zen infestation, the mega structure, so good. Centralized oversight network. Enter password. Password. Password 1. Oop. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna guess the password, guys. Wait, oh. Ah, okay. Wait, but why would the password be 451 if this is a Combine computer? I thought this was, I thought 451 was the Watcher's time. Withhold emergency directive 451A, broadcast 451A. Enable, disable. What is emergency directive 451A? I think this is where we get multiple endings. But I don't want to do anything hasty. So is this something the Combine set up or something the Watchers set up? I would be way too nervous to... Okay. Oh man, what should we do? Do we... I need to know what Emergency Directive 0451A is before I can do anything. 0451 sense kicked in and I predicted it being the password. There's no help page. Who designed this? I love that book. Oh, like Fahrenheit 451? Is that where it comes from? Okay. Okay, I think we might have messed up, guys. I don't think we can go back, so we are now prevented from doing anything with the directive. Looking glass password. Wait, what's the looking glass password? This is like a Combine device here. Yeah, Combine terminal is on the side of it. Hi, Meneth, welcome. This is a really cool puzzle mod. Meneth, do you believe that this is a Half-Life 2 mod? It's so good. The story is just fascinating. Looking Glass Studios started putting 0451 into their immersive sim games, got carried over into Deus Ex, and then got carried over into a lot of other games. Oh, I didn't remember that about Deus Ex. Code was using the keypad tutorial. Black Mesa Residential. So I wonder if I'll get like the worst ending because I didn't withhold the command, but I also didn't issue the command. But I don't know what Directive 0451 does. Is that gonna make that like everyone destroy all the Black Mesa technology? Is that gonna... What does it mean? Safe. Did we do it, Nate? Apparently not. We did not do it. I think we're gonna find Sarah in here. Give me just a moment. Sorry, before I get too invested in the story, I'm just checking things. Okay. Yeah. Just checking. Okay. Let's go. I feel like something really bad is about to happen. Not the beta toolbox that's still in the end of the Ravenholm chapter. Ah! I think that's what it is. That might actually be not the source of that texture. First aid station. I want to read that text. Immediate assistance given to any person with a medical emergency. Something with care provided to preserve life, prevent the condition from worsening 10101001, or to promote recovery until medical services arrive. You're not supposed to be able to read that. Disbelief only has one ending, but then what do the different commands do? The commands about the directive. Also, don't tell me about the ending, please. Like, seriously, no spoilers. I can't read this.
Just got the call. The dampening fields are calibrated and
He's still talking about the dampening fields?
confirmed for 105%. Technically, everything should hold, but I can't shake this feeling that we're on the edge
Man's
of
just did cool details. Oh, I'll have to go back.
morning, and the test starts in 4 hours. Whatever happens, we will need all the luck we can get.
Remember 1998. Oh, that's the code. Well, why remember 1998? Because obviously that's the year Half-Life came out, but in universe, I don't know if there's anything super important in 1998. I think Gordon got his thesis in 1998 or 1999. Do you remember? Remember what? I forgot. Do I remember what?
Just got the call. The dampening fields are calibrated, and the anti-mass spectrometer is indeed confirmed for 105%.
In the commands, there's messages.
Technically, everything should hold, but
I don't know what you mean.
this feeling that we're on the edge of something dangerous. It's 5 in the morning, and the test starts in 4 hours. Whatever happens, we will need all the luck we can get.
1998. The music is telling me that something really bad is about to happen. Select the file by number. So I see Open Sesame. That probably opens the door. I don't want to do that. I want to read the notes. Door control system locked. Managed to bypass the firewall and found the access point. Ran the brute force script. Took a few tries, but it worked. Boss wants the door open. No questions. The control system's locked. Firewall standards. No surprises. Kylo, I was about to say don't tell me, don't spoil things about the mod. And then I saw the joke. The different commands were all of the Super Mario lost media that the protagonist could have recovered after the Resonance Cascade. Now we'll never find the Super Mario lost media. Okay, let's go through the scary door. So I can't use my flashlight anymore since right trigger is now the gravity gun. That's interesting. Oh yeah, we've already been through here. Nothing over here, I assume. I have such a bad feeling about this. This is it. Sarah, I'm here. Open up. Oh, wait. Do I have to... Okay. There's a letter with my name on it. Someone called my name. Someone spoke my name. Something called my name, not by a voice, but by something deeper. Something I have to follow. Something I have to follow. Nate. I think this is tying in with what happened in Disrepair. I need to find her. This looks a lot like where we started. Hellfire. Hellfire rained down from the heavens, as if the very wrath of God had been unleashed upon the earth. The cries of the damned echoed in unholy unison, shaking the very foundations of creation. Toxic fumes, like the breath of the fallen angels, spread through every corner of the megastructure, poisoning all it touched as though through divine judgment itself, as though divine judgment itself had seeped into the air. I think that's the missiles that we saw impacted when we walked into the residential building. Death comes for both the godly and the sinful, and I am sinful. I followed false prophets instead of placing my faith in Christ. That's interesting. So I think this is from Sarah, and she's saying that she's a watcher, but she's also Christian. I didn't see that one coming. And I think that she's regretting joining the Watchers. That's my take right now. I might be misinterpreting a lot of this. Kylo. Sometimes I don't read chat messages out loud because I feel like without the context of chat, they wouldn't make any sense. Vissies, you're right, yeah. I have a feeling that I know what's going to happen next. I think like some thumbnails spoiled it for me. Oh, no, never mind. I'm wrong. I feel like there was more out there that I haven't seen yet. Wait, let me go back. I can't go back. It's only one way forward. Okay. I'm sorry if I missed any notes or audio recordings or anything. Uh-oh. I knew that was going to happen. Contraband detected. Please drop off any equipment you may have on your person. No! Don't make me give up the gravity gun. Come on. No, I love this thing. Come on. Okay. Can't believe the Combine took my gravity gun. Or the Watchers. Is this part built by the Watchers? I'm still confused. It would kind of make sense because they wouldn't want me to take the gravity gun in. They would want me to destroy it. Right? I didn't really think about that, but the gravity gun is considered... That is so quiet. How's my week been? My week has been good. Very busy, but I'm having a good one. A good week. Oh, it's so eerie how there's no sound in the background. Are you guys ready for a jump scare? Do I dare look behind me? I'm gonna do it. Did you hear that? Thanks for the healing. I'm not gonna read that chat message because I don't want to take away from the gravity of the situation. There's nothing at the end of that corridor? A loading screen. The true jump scare. Kind of bummed that I missed the last stream. Oh, you didn't miss too much. The mapping streams are just kind of more chill, you know. There will always be more mapping streams. You don't need to worry about that. Hello, Combine Johnson here. We heard that you test subjects weren't particularly afraid of our man-eating bull squids. Something about propelling boxes with high force. Lab boys weren't happy, so we added our new system to take away all the gravity-related objects. Wanted to take out gravity too, but couldn't figure it out. At least I watched the VOD. Huh. What is it like watching VODs for those? Because I always think that the mapping streams are going to be more interactive. I worry that I'm probably boring to watch, to be honest. So I'm interested to hear like what things I could improve for mapping streams for the VODs. The hallway reminded me a lot of a particular section from Infra. I was thinking Nightmare House 2, to be honest. I haven't played Infra. Missing texture jump scare. Forgot to install Counter-Strike Source jump scare. Okay, let's keep going. I'm noticing more cross shapes now that I read the last note from Sarah that are starting to make more sense now. That's a new Zen texture, one I recognize from Half-Life. I can burn through these vines, just need fuel. Mapping streams 1-Up only takes his hammer and smashes brushes with it together. Yeah, like my last stream, I barely got anything done. I mean, I was pretty happy with it, but I felt like, boy, that must be really boring to watch. All I did was like add the Gnome to my gray box map. Being on a stream is a better experience because you can interact, but watching the VOD is still enjoyable. Oh, I'm glad. Okay, guys, this is reminding me of Dark Interval with the burning away the Zen vines. Oh. Are those skulls? What is this painting? Where is this from? Nesting grounds. I don't like how you said that. What do you mean nesting grounds? Nesting grounds. Also, just the imagery of this old painting propped up against a Combine wall panel goes so hard. Another painting. Can't make heads or tails of this one. What is that? You guys know what I'm looking at? Oh, I see. Scary. It's interesting to see your thought process while mapping. I'm glad. Unidentified organism detected. Immediate removal required. Nesting grounds. I feel like we might run into our quadrupedal bull squid in here. Do you also have a habit where you want to continue mapping, but you simply open up Hammer and spend an hour flying around the entire map aimlessly and then close Hammer? I do that all the time. That's like my biggest like fear with mapping streams. I'm like, I'm just gonna open up the map and not do anything, and can't avoid it this time. I'll have to deal with it. Okay, we gotta kill the bull squid. Flay it with fire. I don't think you can flay something with fire. It's not really a flaying kind of effect. Maybe it's supposed to be slay it with fire? Okay. I'm gonna take a quick intermission. I know that's terrible cliffhanger there. Before we go fight the bull squid, I'm gonna go AFK for just like 3 minutes, and I'll be back. Be right back. BRB. I'm back. Okay, so I noticed looks like the YouTube stream restarted. I don't know why it is that whenever I have like an ad break, my bitrate seems to drop. Like, is it because there's nothing moving on the stream, or like what? How does that even work? I'm confused. Oh well, that's something I will work out later. Apologies if the stream reset. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks, Patino's Burritos. Hi, Bogey. Okay, I'm glad you're still here. Did the stream stop? Just out of curiosity. It looked like maybe it restarted, but I wasn't sure. But yeah, we are here to fight a bull squid. Combine crates over here. Okay. I don't have any weapon. Oh, there it goes. I thought I was gonna stay put. What was it eating? There's nothing on the ground. It's fine on my end. Oh, okay. The reason I said the stream restarted is because Discord seemed to notice I was streaming again. Making a map from scratch is a lot scarier than expanding an existing one. I, for example, started working on a map myself and it's been pretty anxious. I feel the same way. I actually like working on existing maps a lot more than making new ones. I feel like I'm much better at like taking a map and improving it compared with starting from scratch. It takes a lot of like artistic vision to know like how to like plan out the space so that it will have the desired effect. Okay, so I have a saw. What can I use a saw for? There's our bipedal quadruped down there. What can I use the saw for? What can I cut? There's a vent over there. There's a passage here. Burn it with fire. Burn it with fire. I think that's where we came from. I'm not going to go that way because I think the bull squid is right there. Key card. Oh yeah, the key card is what I need to get through that other door. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. It saw me. I'm dead. That happened fast. Wow. Okay. Didn't anticipate it would kill me that quickly. Flicking the flashlight to turn it on reminds me of pulling the ripcord in Amnesia the Bunker. Okay. Oh. Making me nervous. Save. Is it right here? Is it gonna get me? It's gonna get me. Okay. I could use this as bait, just need something to cut it. Okay, so I have the bait. Now what do I do? Okay, so I have bait, but I don't have any way to light it on fire. Player 1 HP, yeah, really. I have to wait until it circles around again, because otherwise I won't know where it is. Can it see me through the glass? I'm gonna do a save. Okay, it can't see me if I'm not moving. It's like Jurassic Park. Maybe I can put the bait in here? Oh, cutscene. Oh, that's kind of cool. Why do I feel like it's not dead? What am I supposed to do here? I feel like I'm missing something important. I guess I didn't need to burn it. I could have just left it there, couldn't I? Now I feel kind of bad. That bull squid is baked. Cooked. Cooked him up. Baptize it with hellfire. So I guess Sarah wrote that. You guys think I should have just left the bull squid? Also, where am I supposed to go with no... Oh, yeah, the lockdown is lifted now, I assume. But how do I get out of here? Oh, wait, is this way out? I guess we did need to kill it in order to lift the lockdown. It's a little sad. I mean, I guess I shouldn't feel bad for a bull squid, but how would bull squid taste? I mean, like, gotta be like calamari, right? Just a given. So this is from the Elder. I was your elder, your guide, and yet I let weakness fester among us. Among us? Those cowards once called Watchers betrayed everything we stood for. Their defiance brought ruin, their cowardice spilled blood, and I was a fool for trusting them. But I won't turn away. If the Watchers must fade, then I will fade with them. Without me, there may be no one left to carry the light into the afterlife. So I go not in fear, but in loyalty, to where you wait beyond the veil. Thus is the word of the Watchers. The Elder is being a little sussy. I think you're right. Oh, this isn't... Oh, the ominous pit. I feel like we're nearing the end here. Zen infestation is everywhere. What was that? Following Dr. Coomer's advice? What do you mean? Oh, I see. A barrel. You can use it to blow up whatever that is. Specimen report. XM039 Volatarch mycelium. Oh, I think it's
when the imposter is Seuss.
When the imposter is Seuss. Yes, that's right, exactly. XM039 designated Volatarch mycelium is a solitary xenofungal organism recovered after Rift Event 7C. What is Rift Event 7C? That sounds dangerous. That sounds like a story waiting to be told. It exhibits extreme volatility when exposed to flammable substances, like this explosive barrel that's conveniently right next to me. Behavior. The fungus reacts instantly to hydrocarbons or combustible vapors. Its internal vesicles rupture on contact, triggering a powerful localized explosion. Detonation is near instant and highly destructive within a short radius. Notes. Extreme caution is advised. Remote handling only. Do not approach with open flames or chemical accelerants. Guys, I'm going to approach it with open flames and chemical accelerants. Use of incendiary weapons in the vicinity is strictly prohibited. Oh yeah, watch me. Let's do it. That explosion wasn't that big. Oh, I guess I missed. Wait. Okay, I made it. Security lock engaged. Disengage the security lock. Am I getting irradiated right now? (0301). This definitely does look like the Vortigaunt mural, so I'm confused. I thought that the Watchers were drawing these, but it gives off the impression of Vortigaunts. There's something you have that those other survivors didn't have, the power of saving and loading the game. I wonder what the Morse code is saying. Does anybody in the chat know how to read Morse by ear? We recorded a lot of this. 0301. The gravity gun attracts specific materials only. 0-point energy manipulator Mark 1. Oh, okay, so that's what we have. I can only read Combine. Okay, so we have an explosive barrel in here. We're not afraid to use it. Where can we deploy this barrel? Oh, I see. There's another Zen fungus thing to blow up. What happens if I get too close to it? Kind of reminds me of the explosive fungus in Half-Life Alyx. I'm sure that was an inspiration. Disengaging the security lock. How did I get in here? I don't remember the way in. I think it must have been through here, right? It's kind of hard to see. Oh, finally some light. Arc. They hear, they hear, they hear, they hear. They don't see, they hear. I know what this is gonna be. You know what's coming, chat? Also, who's sleeping here? Maybe these beds were going to be like, save points or something. Not what I expected. Ark Survival Evolved. Beds are for Crash Trooper. He needs a place to sleep. Ruh-roh. Chat, be very quiet. I wonder how their AI works. This has to be it. Sarah has to be on the other side. I'm not sure how you would know that, but I guess because of her writings. Okay, guys. I've been trying to, like, stick to my blind reactions, right? But I have to know. I'm so curious. How does this AI work? Like, will it hear me if I just stand here? Will it hear me if I do this? Will it hear me if I run? Will it hear me if I, like, go around in circles? And I think they can basically only hit right in front of them, like, oh. Okay. Ow. Dead. Okay, I just had to test it out, I'm sorry. I think this is based on triggers. It seems like this is they're basically part of the map, and when you walk into a certain trigger, it tells it to rotate to a different angle. That's what I'm getting from it, but I could be wrong about that. Is there anything I can pick up and throw to distract it? I'm not here, I'm in Detroit. It's not all that far away. Oh, I hate the more realistic depiction of the eye on that flag. It's scary. Okay, so it is not aggroed anymore, so I think I can sneak past it. The vibes in this scene are just amazing, as far as like a different take on the tentacles. Like, it's just so eerie. I love the dust motes floating in the air, like the Zen spores. They might be spores from the tentacles, because in Half-Life Alyx we learned that the tentacles are actually like a sort of a fungus. She's there. I need to overload the reactor to open it. Over there? Can I use this computer? Apparently I can't. So, I know that there's a... Oh! Didn't expect that. I guess we know Sarah's there because she wrote the ARC graffiti points over there. So if I, like, run for it, will they hear me? I think they'll hear me. Oh, there's another one that can come out here. That's what happened. That's what I missed. First one. I see it. I missed. I think I'm cooked. Wait, so what happens if I just like drop this into the void? How do they... Oh, okay, there's like a ball dropper like in, or a cube dropper like in Portal. Make a sound right now because it will hear me. It can't reach me over here, can it? I can't go out on that ledge. they don't hear me. Oh no! Okay. Okay. I need an uncharged cube. I bet it's in this locker. Gotta charge my cube. Ignore me, tentacles. I'm just charging the cube. Where is the second place for me to place a cube? I bet it would be somewhere around this conduit. Oh yeah, it's over there. Don't mind me. I missed. I think I'm in trouble. Oh, it came back through the cube dropper, just like in Portal. So now I gotta go all the way over there to get it. I wonder if clicking will attract their attention. Like if I... Yes, it will. Maybe they are NPCs, actually. I thought that they were part of the map. Oh, I'm dead. Bogey, if you're still here at the end of the stream, I'll have lots of questions. Reactor control should be powered on. I'll have lots of questions about how you guys made this mod. So they are NPCs. That's fascinating. Did you use code from Half-Life 1's source code as like a reference when you were making them? Or are they based on a Half-Life 2 NPC? You probably got the models from Half-Life Source, unless you ported them from Gold Source, which I know you can also do, like, Crowbar. What are the error files? I wonder why those files are corrupted. Can overload the reactor now. But is that not itself overloading the reactor? Half-Life 1's source code is referenced. That's super cool. How do I overload the reactor? Just save before I... Maybe through here? I bet there's just a button to... Yeah, the button is probably up there. I hope it doesn't notice me. At the end of the mod? I think so. This seems like a final boss fight, but, you know, I could be surprised. No, don't look over here. Look over there. Making me nervous. Let's go. Oh, what was that? Oh. That looked like disrepair. Uh-oh. Oh no. It's just like what happened in Disrepair. This is such an interesting take on Zen. Like the spike structures are so ominous, so imposing. Kind of reminds me of Buckshot Roulette, one of the endings. What happens if I try to go backwards? Welcome to hell. Yeah, really. Do you think this is what happened to Sarah? Ark. Oh, yeah, she is here. Wait. This is what was supposed to happen. She's here. I still think about that day at Washington Union Station when we met for the first time, Sarah. Wait, is this me writing? Or someone else? People were pushing past us, voices echoing off the walls, but somehow everything else just faded when we locked eyes. And then you reached for my hand. It caught me off guard. I didn't realize how much I needed that, to feel someone there. For a moment, it felt like everything might be okay, genuinely okay. Like you saw me, really saw me, and didn't turn away. You pulled me back from the edge without even knowing. You saved me. So is that us writing then? I'm a little bit confused. Or was that the other person, Gabriel? Skevitus says, is this a Half-Life 2 mod? Yes, this is Disbelief. It's a mod for Half-Life 2. Very cool, unique style, and the story is amazing. More ropes, yeah. I don't have the strength to tell you this, Sarah, but without you, I probably wouldn't be here. You've been through so much, way more than anyone should ever have to. Things that would have broken most people, but you just keep going. Strong, quiet, steady. You have no idea what's meant, what that's meant to me. Just being there, it saved me more than once. I want to tell you, I do. I just don't know how. Not yet. So it seems like Zen in this story is sort of like connected to our mind, because the character in Disrepair was transported to Zen not by a portal, but just sort of like through insanity. So I'm seeing that maybe it's not so much a physical place as like a metaphysical place. That doesn't seem to matter now, does it? I'm gonna have so many questions for the developers at the end of stream. I'm kind of trying to avoid directly asking about the story, but I want to know so much about this. This looks like the beginning of the game. The doors in the room, the domicile in the dormitories in Black Mesa, where we were staying. Oh, this is creepy. Look, Gordon, ropes. Looks like we're back in Black Mesa. I really wasn't expecting this. I don't know what to do. But this isn't real, right? Like, I thought we were pulled into Zen. I'm confused. These scars will stay with you for a while, but not forever. Is this something that already happened? What the heck was that? No way, that's the ending. That's crazy. Looks like mostly the same team that made Disrepair. Like, entirely. Kylo is mentioned. Good job, Kylo. I like the flag. Wow. I have so many questions about what happened. Special thanks to Radek Kamadinov for kindly allowing us to use his VScript system in the mod. Radek, was he one of the developers of the mod Evacuation? And that VScript system, that's probably with MapBase, right? So it is built on MapBase, which is really cool to hear. I love seeing cool implementations of MapBase. Hey, that's me in the credits? Wait, where's Dan Scart? I missed it. Playtesting, right? Did you do anything else for the mod, Dan Scart? Oh. There's something really sweet seeing dedications in mods. You know, like, it's something that's so personal. You know, people make these just purely out of love, so I don't know. It feels appropriate to dedicate it like that. No, I just playtesting. Playtesting is important, don't get me wrong. I was looking for your name in the credits. I saw it under playtesting. And me, oh, you playtested this? This mod was worth it. The lore about ropes is kind of crazy. I'm in disbelief right now. Stop. I think if I had to criticize one thing about it, it wasn't always clear to me what the switches or like valves or that sort of thing, what they did. It's really hard in this kind of puzzle game to always have the player know what impact you're having on the world. Like in Portal, they have the lines that light up on the floor that show you what your choices do. And in Half-Life 2, a lot of times they'll have monitors that show you what the button does. Or sometimes the button will be positioned by a window so you can see the impact. But sometimes it was confusing to me, like I didn't know exactly what I was doing. Also, the story left me with a lot of questions. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a problem. I think you're trying to be enigmatic. But there's a lot of things I did not understand. Like, I think sometimes I have especially like first impressions, I have a tendency to take things too literally. Like the notes at the end when you were in Zen, I was like, how can those notes be things that the main character Nate wrote if they're in Zen? Like, who left them there? Did Nate already go to Zen? And I think I'm thinking too literally. Like, obviously that's Nate's writing, and it's about his relationship to Sarah, and it doesn't really matter how it got there. Like, maybe those notes are something that manifested because that part of Zen is actually connected to his mind. It's not a physical place like it is in Half-Life. It's more of like a spiritual thing, which fits with the themes of the mod a lot better. Especially in a black and white, low light environment. I don't know how they could have done it, honestly. I'm surprised that the black and white aesthetic didn't bother me more than it did. I usually don't like monochrome because it makes it so hard to see and like differentiate between things, but I think it's used so well here. I think that you could have done the kind of thing where you add in a color for like rare like key items or like events or something. There's a video about Half-Life Disruption. What's that? Is that related to this? Oh, disruption as in disbelief, disrepair. I'm kind of curious about that. So at the very end, we saw what looked like Metro Cops. Those, I think, were the Combine integrators, right? The integrators are the Combine personnel in the megastructure that are studying Black Mesa. So we saw the integrators, and we saw also what looked like the figure of Sarah in white. I don't know what that means. It could also be that those masked figures were meant to be the Watchers and not the Combine. But I think they were the integrators because they looked like Metro Cops, and I know that they're Combine. Yeah, I have a lot of questions. One thing I am going to do is I'm going to go back to that save I took where there were a bunch of commands I could have done. Half-Life Disruption is like the teasers we made for Disbelief before we released it. In all seriousness, I was glad to be part of this, and I'm happy for SCP for releasing these. I remember how we started doing mods with Remnants, which was a fairly standard beta mod, and now we have this gem. This is an amazing mod. This is one that I won't forget anytime soon. What did that do? Oh. Somehow I don't think that worked. It's my first day. What does 00934 do? Okay, I guess that transmitter always breaks. So that explains what that would have done. I do like how I was so conflicted about it because I thought that was going to be a major choice. And so I was like, I need to get more information before I choose anything. And that, to me, that might seem like that was an underwhelming moment because I didn't actually use any of the options there. But I think it affected the story a lot for me because I was trying to get in character thinking, like, what would Nate do? And I was feeling conflicted. I was like, I don't know if you would want to broadcast it or withhold it or what either of those things mean. And that kind of prompted me to try to seek more answers, which ended up being futile, right? But that, you know, the moment I think had its place in the story. So, Bogey, if I can ask, what's the deal? Like, what happened in this story? There's so much that I got, but so much that I didn't get. So I understand the megastructure was built by the Combine around Black Mesa, and the integrators are like the Combine forces. At some point, the Combine sent these nerve gas missiles in. That I'm not quite sure what that did. I don't want to answer too many questions, but I want to clarify that the Watchers call the Combine the Integrators due to how far away they are from Eastern Europe. Okay, so the Integrators are just the Combine. It's not a specific faction. That makes sense. If the Combine deployed these nerve gas weapons, how are we still here? And like, what was the effect that they had? I guess we don't see any Combine forces here. So it's probably was their attempt of getting rid of the Watchers. I'm not sure if that affected what happened to Nate and Sarah or not. And then there was the Elder. It seems like Nate and Sarah and someone named Gabriel were all siding with the person that was writing against the Watchers, and the Elder was sort of alone in condemning all of them. That was what I got from that. I understand if you don't want to answer questions, because I probably wouldn't either, to be honest. I think I would want the story to stand on its own, but it just really makes me think a lot. What else? I should go back to the main menu. What happens if I just disconnect? Does it? Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to see other mods build on this take on the lore, because I think revisiting Black Mesa has been kind of a wish list item for me for a long time. I've heard of a lot of different like ideas for mods that people have or projects people are working on that go back to Black Mesa, but this is such a like original, fresh take on that idea. It's not just you took Black Mesa, you put Combine in it. It's something that's completely original. It feels like its own thing, and I really appreciate that. And there was like the Watchers starting in Washington, right in Seattle in March, the March after the 7-Hour War, maybe potentially, or some year. We don't know what year. It just makes me curious. Like I want to know more. So I heard Half-Life Disruption was a teaser. Let me actually see if I can pull that up. We're gonna watch Half-Life Disruption. Did I hear there was more content? It's 8 minutes long. I think that will be good. So this was sort of like a teaser. I won't say much. I have a lot of plans in mind if I do anything else related to disrepair and disbelief. I have all the answers to these questions, but y'all don't know them yet. That's all I will say. That's totally fair. I respect that. That's probably how I would answer that too. I am really curious to see if you make more, because I'm really fascinated by this. Like Mesa did explode. Yeah, that's something that isn't really covered. I figure that parts of it are still intact, but we don't really see a whole lot of damage from the nuke. Other than all the radiation. What I don't get is that we already see that white void in the background, so was this always? Off-site housing units. Okay, so is this not actually not within the range of the nuke? That would kind of make sense.
It's on. Let's get this over with.
I like the VHS effects.
I have been in a lot of tunnels. None of them felt like this.
If anything is intact, it's probably overgrown with Zen fauna. Oh, absolutely. This is ground zero for the Resonance Cascade. A 104. So is that actually for... Is that actually April 1? Or is that January 4? Tape 2. This is probably going to be about the gravity gun.
Well, look what I found. God, this stuff's ancient. Some of it's still coming. Gotta do it.
So I wonder if this is set before or after the Resonance Cascade now. I guess that answers my question. .204. Tape 3 Beast. Guess this is also going to be about the bull squid. Video game selection. So, were these actually made in SFM? Does that make sense? I wonder how you did the all the VHS compression and stuff.
Oh, please. No.
Everything made in SFM. One thing I like about the mod itself is how you played with aspect ratio. Like in Disrepair, you had the 4:3 aspect ratio for the Zen scene, and then in most of Disbelief, it was like widescreen, like ultra wide with the bars on the top and the bottom. It gave it a real cinematic feel. Oh, we actually hear Sarah's voice. Disbelief. Oh, okay, there we go. That was a good teaser. It didn't really add to the lore as much as I was maybe hoping for, but I think it's... Oh, voice acting from Cult. Wait, really? What? That's awesome. Yeah, there we go. Well, I guess I better wrap it up here. I hope everyone enjoyed watching Disrepair and Disbelief as much as I enjoyed playing them. Fantastic mods. I feel like I should say more than I've already said, to be honest. But I have to like keep thinking about it. You know, I feel like this is something that you need time to process. Yeah, like I I have a lot of questions, but I do kind of wish there was more clarity as well. Like I know it's left to interpretation, but the ending, I don't know if I really fully understand the narrative. Like I know what I kind of understand the conflict between the elders and each of the individual watchers and the relationship between Nate and Sarah, but like I haven't processed what does the ending actually mean. I don't know. I gotta think about it for a while. They were just simple teasers about Maxim. Oh, so that's what happened to Maxim. I understand. It was an enjoyable watch. Oh, thanks. I'm really glad. Yeah. Maybe I'll have more thoughts about the ending whenever I'm doing another stream that I can ramble about. But for now, I think I better wrap up. But excellent work on the mod. I hope you can have success in future endeavors. I want to play more. And for now, I'm going to wrap up. Been looking for somebody to raid in the background. I think we're going to raid Adelina playing Rage 2. Rage 2 was interesting last time. I'm probably going to need to raid and run, but I want to do a raid regardless. So yeah, definitely if you're sticking around, give her your best regards. Have a good one. And I'll see you next time. Is that the right channel name? No. Not. Cancel that raid. Wait. Here we go. Bye, everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye.